Okay, Todd, we're going to dive right in here and see what the Fuse platform has to offer. So, for anybody who is watching this webinar today or the recorded version, fuse.logicbay.com is where you need to go to create your Fuse membership. It's quick, it's easy, it's free. That process is all taking place here on the right-hand side of this page. Because I already have a Fuse membership, I've already created my profile. I'm going to run this demo from my own profile view. So, I'm going to log in here to the system. The first thing to show actually is what happens upon creating that membership profile via the registration. This is where you have the ability to sort of introduce yourself to other members of Fuse. So you say a little bit about who you are, what you do. You can personalize this page by uploading a picture of where you're from. This is Wilmington, the beach, North Carolina, where I live. It's me and my son here. And again, in my profile view is where I sort of say who I am and what I do relative to the manufacturing industry. All of that, of course, can be updated with your potentially changing a new position or getting a new job at a new company. All of that's easy to update here. This Fuse profile, what we're calling the Fuse ID, is really one of those important concepts briefly addressed earlier. And what that represents is a portable credential capability. So as I advance in my career, maybe today I'm at one role and a year from now I'm at a new position, all of my experiences, my learning, my certifications, the curricula that I have taken part in relative to my job today, those are going to live with me, and those follow me as I move along in my career development by maintaining this Fuse ID. So it really fits that portable credential functionality that we think is extremely important here. So that's something important to call out. I'll get into the list of channels. You see them here represented. These are the channels that I have already subscribed to, but you'll see what that means here in just a minute. And then, of course, a summary view of my activity relative to the system in terms of things like logins and resources that I've viewed. And at any point at which I complete any courseware, certifications, or curricula, those are going to be summarized on my profile page as well. So let's jump into the home page. This is the view that you would see upon logging in, having already created that profile. And what this is a summary of all the channels that I'm subscribed to. So here's a list of the channels that I have subscribed to. And everything else on this page is a summary view associated with those channels. So my articles, these are articles that have been curated, dynamically curated from across the web, relevant to the channels that I'm subscribed to, and I can advance and look at any of these at any given time. Trending resources are what's now being frequently commented on, or maybe there's a lot of likes, so things that are important relative to other members of Fuse and the content that they are taking part in viewing and downloading here in the system. So that's trending resources. I have my training summary, so if I have anything relative to active courseware or any courseware that's available to me, again based off of the channels that I'm subscribed to, that's summarized here in the training summary widget. And then anything recent, so if I haven't logged into the system in the last few days or a week, anything that is new in the system is now going to be available for me here, and it's a good place for me to quickly view any new content or resources that have become available. So let's dive in real quick and take a look at what these channels mean. So again, to reinforce the concept we discussed earlier, we have two types of channels here in Fuse, both public and private. Public are represented by the gray channels here, and then we also have the concept of private channels. So if somebody wants to make their courseware, their content, their resources, etc. publicly available, they would be able to set up a public channel, and any member of Fuse could subscribe to that channel. So all of these gray examples are considered private channels. We've set up the LogicBay channel as one that represents a private channel, and if so, in this example, if LogicBay had specific courseware resources that we wanted to keep for an internal audience or for an audience that we wanted to make sure we knew who was consuming that courseware and have an approval process behind that, that fits the role of a private channel. And I think that's where a lot of manufacturers, dealers, suppliers, they're going to want to really control the intellectual property associated with their channels, and they would do so in a private manner. So jumping back to my homepage, I'm going to show you what some of those examples look like. Here, as an example view, Strategy to Revenue is a content provider partner of ours based out of Atlanta. They right now already have 72 individual web-based training courses available. And as a member of the Strategy to Revenue channel, I can go in and access those at any point. If I wanted to take a look at key relationships from an account planning perspective, I can see a summary of what that courseware actually entails. Brief description, and you can see here in this example, $12 is the price. So in this case, Strategy to Revenue is making all of their web-based training available for $12 each. It's a nice way for them to generate some revenue into a new audience. They have also done something in terms of packaging their individual courseware into a programmatic fashion, what are called curricula here in the system. So if I'm a sales leader or if I'm a sales rep, I can go in and easily see a programmatic view, a curricula of how those courses are packaged together. So in this case, success and account management, I can learn a little bit more about that. Click here, and I see that there's 16 to 18 individual courses all included in this curricula. Again, this also gives me the ability to go in and purchase that curricula, obviously at a different price point, $250 for all of those courses. So that's how Strategy to Revenue is making their courseware available to the public via their public channel. But again, they have the ability to do other things relative to their own resources that are relevant to their business, a consolidated view of the articles based off of the keywords and the topic of sales leadership and sales training that are, again, dynamically curated from across the web. So those are articles specific to this channel. And then there's also the ability to incorporate things like discussion forums. So if I'm a member of the Strategy to Revenue channel and I want to go in and take part in a conversation with that channel owner, I can do that here. And this is where the channel administrator would be able to go in and check all of the settings associated with their channel if there are requests. This is not one that would have requests because it's a public channel, so you see 0 there, but they can see that there's 30 active members to their channel. And this is where they can go in and update various aspects of media, like adding videos and other types of graphic elements to their channel. So that fits the bill for what we are calling a public channel. In the case that I showed you, the Logic Bay channel, this one is one that we have set up as private because we want to reinforce and enforce, I should say, an approval process associated with any new member coming in and becoming a member of the Logic Bay channel. So we have our own internal resources here relative to various case studies and articles. This is a good example of how the similar articles are being curated from across the web based off of the settings that we have associated in our channel around things like partner relationship management and dealers and manufacturers. And again, this is where we can say who we are and what we do in the settings. And since I'm set up as a channel administrator, I have access to see those things in the Logic Bay channel. If at any point I want to view all of my active training or the training that has been made available to me based off of the channels that I'm a member of, I can do those directly from the menu here. In this case, I can access all of the available courseware. We have the ability to sort and filter by instructor-led or web-based training. So anybody who owns a channel can administer the ability to have instructor-led classroom training or web-based training. In this case, this list is all web-based content. I've showed you some of this, but I can always see which courseware specifically I could either start or resume. And in this case, I have already started this trust engagement with customers class, but I never had a chance to finish it, so I could always resume that here, and that's going to play directly for me here in the window. Once I get to the point of having completed that courseware, it's going to show up here in my profile as I described part of the portable transcript that is available to me. The last thing to highlight here is that any member can go in and become a channel owner of their own. So as I've shown you here, the list of channels, these are all live channels that are currently available on the Fuse platform. Right now we're doing the work to help our channel owners set up those channels on their behalf. I expect that within the next couple months we'll be able to have any channel owner who is already a member of Fuse be able to create those on their own. But as a member here, I can go in and I can subscribe to any of these as I need. And if I've come to the point where I'm no longer interested in the channel management technology, it's as simple as updating it directly from here. And again, all of the information that I see on my homepage is going to be reflected of the channels that I'm a member of. So I think that's it for today. I'm going to kick it back to the live webinar to finish up some Q&A.